the government leaders are evasive about things happening in the country. And they're not telling the truth. And they're always in a state of denial. And I don't think it should persist in the way that they have been carrying on. And I think they must speak the truth and tell the people what is afoot. Because people have to prepare their minds, and prepare themselves to brace for this difficult period. And the government itself must also start making plans and contingencies to help the people. And this is not any simple crisis, because the whole world is feeling the brunt of this recessionary effects. And I think the government should come to its senses and prepare the country to face it. It's going to come.
Not do what we have always done, as you said in your speech, right?
Well, things have changed. And the recession that we're experiencing now, so everybody has been saying, I mean, the great economies, the people who are managing the economies of developed societies, acknowledging the fact that this recession may be deeper than the Great Depression of the 30s, which we don't know about. We read from books to say that it was really grave, and a lot of people lost everything during the Great Depression. And I think things are going to be bad, maybe if not worse, but everybody says it's going to be worse. What I said just now, we have not seen the effect of the stimulus package that was approved by Parliament recently. And what is it? And people are still clamoring for help, because prices of goods are still high or rising, and people's income are not increasing. A lot of people are losing jobs. So how do you compensate for all this? I'm a member of Parliament. I listened to this proposal. I don't even know what this 7 billion is for. They have not outlined. What is it for? Is there a plan? How to spend the 7 billion? What is the effect it will have on the economy, on the people designed to help? We have not heard. I just quoted in the speech just now that even the rating agency of Malaysia has joined the Citi group, the Citibank group, who forecasted that we are going to experience technical recession in the first and second quarter of this year. No, what I'm saying is, if you have first, you have second, you have third and fourth, why not plan properly? And if you think 7 is not worthwhile, what is actually worthwhile? Can't you do a proper assessment of the situation? How deep is the recession? How much is it really required? If you say 20 billion, all right, find ways and means to spend 20 billion to help the country, to help the people, especially the low income. Well, even in phases, you let us know how much you're going to spend. Not to say, here's 20 cents, tomorrow I'll give you another 20 cents. Why not you say you're going to spend so much, Now what I'm trying to suggest here is that there is so much opportunity in this oil and gas center that I'm proposing. I proposed this three over years ago in Parliament, but it has turned a deaf ear. But fortunately, people in Aceh came to see me, people in Riyadh came to see me, people in Jakarta came to see me, asking me to help them. But this is my country, So priority is here. So what I'm suggesting is that apart from having the normal facilities for a center, like storage, bunkering, refining, and what have you, even petrochemical complexes, you have a new financing program in order to introduce new instruments into the oil business, in order to finance trade, in order to finance futures trading, and what have you, like what we have done with the banking. Have instruments like issuing of new bonds, new securities, that could cheapen and could facilitate better push for this oil trade.
Is now a good time to do that?
Well,
Given that everybody's feeling pessimistic.
no, but these are big people who will come. You know, I'm suggesting that the Chinese come here, the Indians also come here, apart from the oil producers from the Middle East, and the Singaporeans also come, the Indonesians also come, and let's have a real hub for oil business in Malaysia.
Why is it still a proposal?
Because nobody wants to do it.
Why do they don't want to do it?
You better ask them. Simple as all that.
Is the hudud issue a problem for Pakatan Rakyat? Because YB Kapal has been quite vocal. Yeah, saying that DAP will pull out.
No, it's been played up by the MSN, mainstream media, especially when it's controlled by the government of today. And it's because they are bereft of issues that they have to dig up and 01. This is not new. I think we have said that many times, that Pakatan Rakyat requires the consensus and agreement of all three parties. And if any of the parties do not agree, then it is not Pakatan Rakyat policy. So of course, if you do something that is not Pakatan Rakyat policy, then naturally, what Kapal said would be a natural conclusion. But I don't see PAS doing that. I don't see PAS doing that, and they do not have the capacity to do that. Well, what we are saying, if we are in power and they try to do that, then that's the end. But they have tried to do that in the past, and they are not pursuing it now. It's not in the PR manifesto, so it is a non-issue. So it shows that they are so desperate that they dig up an 01, and you expect that to be fried, just like goreng nasi, nasi goreng. They will fry it again and again. Even when it's cold, they will heat it up and they will fry it again. So they are just doing reheating. So it's a standard microwave treatment, microwave oven treatment. So I think that it has not moved the voters in Pulau Terengganu. It may move voters in the West Coast, but as I said, we will explain the issues. They are just picking up at little subtleties of statements made by various leaders, and sometimes these subtleties are invented by themselves. I found many times that I'm alleged I've said many things which I've never said, and then they pick on it and then they rehash it. So this is your standard treatment, and well, we hope that the voters are mature enough to be able to differentiate between what is right, what is wrong, what is true, and what is false.
Well, it's a big issue for some people. It may not be so for us, because it's not our policy anyway. And we uphold the federal constitution, and there's no room for hudud under the federal constitution, unless the federal constitution is amended with the wishes of the people. Then you can think of all these new things. I think it's split, you know. Maybe, I won't say 50-50 or whatever, but I think it will be along the lines they have voted before. But the results can be dependent on the way the Chinese voters there look at things. So they can tip the balance one way or the other, I think.
Thank you.
But don't you go away and say this is Barisan or Pakatan press conference. This is DAP boss.
What are you doing here? Coming to deliver a speech. Just like Tengku Razaleigh delivering a speech. So it's an ASLI press conference. And
this is not MIC.
Back to ASLI press conference. Can you elaborate more on the housing proposal that you...
One day we'll sit down and talk. This should interest everybody. You know? It's a housing program for the country.
It can be a breakthrough.
Cooperation with the state government and federal government about financing, EPF money, land, which I put forward in my proposal.